Hey everyone, welcome to Kickin' with Kipes. I'm Kipes and today is January the 19th, 2025. We only had 3 games on the schedule, but let's waste no time and let's hop right into it. Our first game of the day is taking place in New Jersey where the Devils are hosting the Ottawa Senators, and the Ottawa Senators, they win 2-1. Anton Forsberg, he was in the net for the Ottawa Senators today. He made 16 saves alone in the third period en route to the victory. This was Anton Forsberg's first win in almost 2 months, which is a huge good news for him. He has been struggling as of late. His teammates said that they had his back, but at the same time, you kind of question what was going on maybe behind the scenes mentally for Forsberg, but this must just be such a huge morale boost. Forsberg's last win was November the 25th, a 4-3 win over the Calgary Flames. Yikes. But at the same time, he was 0-4-1 in those 5 games with an .846 save percentage. That is not good. That is worse than ECHL level. That is just not good whatsoever for Forsberg. So getting this win in the NHL just must feel so good for him. Alberta native Zach Ostapchuk. I don't really know how to say his name, but we'll go with Ostapchuk or Ostapchuk. Ostapchuk scored his first NHL goal for the Senators today. Huge congratulations to him. Alberta boy, just outside of Edmonton is where he is from. The Senators, they now improved to 24-18-4. They beat the Bruins yesterday in a shootout. Huge come from behind win. They are now 5-0-1 in their past 6 games. Outstanding run of games for the Senators, who desperately need this to stay in the hunt for the playoffs. They are 5-0-1 in their past 6 games, but before that, they were 1-5-1 in their past 7 previous to this really good run of games. So they were super crap. Now they're super good, and they need to stay super good to even have a hope of making the playoffs. For the New Jersey Devils, Jacob Markstrom was in net. He made 18 saves for the Devils. They dropped to 26-17-6. They have lost 4 in a row now. Very mediocre, or not even mediocre, very bad run of games from the Devils. 4 in a row. It's starting to become a pattern, so they got to steer their course right back on track. The Devils are only 2-6-3 in their past 11 games, which is just unacceptable whatsoever on New Jersey standards, and they have only scored 20 goals in their 11 games. That's just not good whatsoever. They need to get goal scoring from somewhere. Their star players need to play like star players. I'm kind of quoting head coach Sheldon Keefe there. Their star players have not stepped up as of late, and they desperately need to stay course and maintain their playoff position. The Devils, they were so good in the first period. They outshot the Senators 16-2 and were still not able to pull out a goal or even get the win after dominating the first period. And when the Devils desperately needed to get back into this game, they were not able to pull off anything. They only had 3 shots on goal in the third period, which is just not good enough any time of the game, let alone in the third period when you need to get a goal. So Anton Forsberg, he got a big win for himself. He hasn't won in around 2 months. The Senators, they beat the New Jersey Devils 2-1. Moving on, we got the Montreal Canadiens facing off against the New York Rangers in Montreal. The Canadiens, they were horrible last night. In the second and third period, they were winning 3-0 in that game against the Toronto Maple Leafs last night. Ended up losing 7-3. Absolutely pathetic. Oh, good for me because I'm a big Leafs fan, but at the same time, pathetic to do that on home ice against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday night, hockey day in Canada. That's absolutely embarrassing, but they jump right back into the win column, beating the New York Rangers in overtime thanks to Patrick Laine. Laine's goal came about 3.5 minutes into the overtime period. Patrick Laine took a nice pass from a teammate, tucked it into the back of the net, and sent the home fans home happy. Jakub Dobiš, he is having an absolutely outstanding start to his career in the NHL. He is now 5-0 in his 5 starts as an NHL player. Outstanding. Nobody can beat this guy right now. Literally, he has not lost a game. The Montreal Canadiens, they are now 23-19-4. Like I said, they lost to the Maple Leafs big time last night, but they had been 12-3-1 in their past 16 games, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible for the Montreal Canadiens. So last night was a bit of a hiccup, but they hopped right back onto the win train and got a big win against a New York Rangers team who were absolute dog crap for a couple of months, and now they're starting to improve a little bit. And so Montreal Canadiens taking care of business against a flourishing team. Jonathan Quick was in net for the New York Rangers. He got the loss in this game. He made 33 saves in the losing effort and is still looking for that 400th career win, becoming the first U.S. goalie ever to do it. So I talked about this a couple weeks ago that he was still going to start looking for it, and he still hasn't gotten it. For the New York Rangers, Alex Lafreniere, Will Cooley, Mika Zibanejad, and Chris Kreider all scored for the Rangers. Adam Fox, he added 2 assists in the losing effort. So the star players for the Rangers, they stepped up in this game and were able to help them get a point at least. But you would kind of hope that they could get a win in this one. The Rangers, they are now 22-20-4. They are actually doing pretty good right now. They have gotten points in their past 8 games. They are on an 8-game point streak, so they are doing a lot better than they were. Maybe me calling them out and making them wiener of the week a couple Wednesdays ago, maybe that shot some energy into their legs. I don't know. I'll believe it. But at the same time, the Rangers, they weren't even a real hockey team almost at that point. So getting these couple wins, improving themselves, getting back into the playoff race is exactly what the Rangers need. I kind of hope that they don't, so they kind of learn a lesson of that little stretch of games is unacceptable and let some other teams make the playoffs this year. Rookie defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens, Lane Hutson. He got a goal to extend his point streak to 8 games. That is absolutely outstanding for a rookie defenseman. He is known to be an offensive defenseman, so he's more than likely going to get points, but 8 games in a row is extremely impressive, and I would almost have him as the number 1 contender for the Calder Trophy. I would give it to him or Dustin Wolf right now. So Lane Hutson, you are impressing everybody in your first season in the NHL. This game was a very back and forth game. No team had a 2-goal lead. It was either 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and so on and so forth. So it was very entertaining, very good hockey, and they even brought it to overtime to give the fans even more bang for their buck for their ticket. So Patrick Laine was the hero in overtime. The Montreal Canadiens beat the New York Rangers 5-4 in overtime. Our last game of the evening is the Dallas Stars facing off against the Detroit Red Wings, where the Dallas Stars, they win at home ice 4-1. Jason Robertson, brother of Leafs forward Nick Robertson, he scored his 5th goal in 5 games. He's on a very good run of games. He is stepping up for his team when they need it most. Matai Blumel, I think is how you say it. There's some hard names tonight, and we're about to come to another one. He scored his first goal of the season. Matt Duchene, he also had 2 assists in the winning effort for the Dallas Stars. He had a very good game. The Stars, they are now 29-16-1. They had lost 2 in a row coming into this game, so they desperately needed a win, and they got it thanks to Jake Ottinger. He made 33 saves. The other goal scorers for the Dallas Stars was Bork and Wyatt Johnson. They added the other tucks for the Dallas Stars. Simon Edvinsson, he got the only goal late in the 3rd period for the Detroit Red Wings. That goal was at the 3-1 mark. The Stars, they were up 3-0 and kind of looked like they were about to get a shutout, but it got ruined by Edvinsson. The Detroit Lions, we can't talk about the Detroit Lions because they ruined my fantasy football picks for the playoffs. But the Detroit Red Wings, they lost Alex Lyon in net for them, made 22 saves in the losing effort. They are now 21-21-4. They are starting to do a little bit of a slide after their new coach bump. They won 7 games in a row, but now they have lost 3 of 4. They need to get back on that winning track, or else they're going to continue to slide down the playoff hope list. And yeah, and they're already doing so with this little skid, and they cannot afford that whatsoever. We had a player in this game pick up his first ever NHL point. It was Ritzkovian, I think is how you pronounce it. I even looked it up online before you say that. So Ritzkovian is how I could what I could gather. Kind of like Ritz, like the cracker, and then Kovian. So let's see if we can remember that. So, Ritzkovian, congratulations on your first NHL point. Very well deserved. Congratulations to you. Not too many other notes from this game, but the Dallas Stars, they win 4-1 in a commanding victory over the Detroit Red Wings at home Sunday night. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Hit like, hit subscribe, do your thing. Thank you so much to all the followers, new followers on Instagram. That is going really good so far. TikTok, hit subscribe there, follow along. We're not being banned in Canada quite yet. The states are back somehow, but at the same time, go to YouTube as well. Hit like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Oh, I went 2 for 3 on my predictions today. Detroit was the one that screwed me, but 2 for 3 ain't bad. We will see you tomorrow for more predictions. I am doing, actually, no, tomorrow is Mix It Up Monday. We will see you. We're doing different videos, different style stuff tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here.